I've got mine. How cool is that, by the way? It's so impressive. I've never seen anything like that before. We've only got a couple of days left in Sofia, so we had a little think about what we could do, and we decided that it might be really fun to try an escape room. So we haven't really done many of these before. We did do one in Krakow in Poland, but that was like more a horror one. And by the way, if you're into being scared and you're going to Krakow anytime soon, then I would highly recommend going to that room. We'll put the name of it down below on the screen, because it was so scary. But anyway, this one isn't a horror one, but it is number 1 on TripAdvisor for escape rooms in Sofia. It's called Teorema Rooms, and they've got 2 different escape rooms. The one that we were doing is called Atlantis, and apparently this one is a little bit more of a kind of like dexterity type one, whereas the other one they've got is a little bit more kind of like puzzle solving type thing. So I'm not sure how we're going to do on this, because obviously with escape rooms, probably the more people, the easier it's going to be, and obviously there's only 2 of us, so it's going to be interesting. We shall report. We can't film at all when we're in there, but we will report when we come out and let you know how it goes. Hopefully we get out.
Well, we finished the escape room. That was full on, intense, really good, really worthwhile, really got your brain working, especially sort of in the semi-darkness. You're kind of like, it's easy to kind of get a wee bit kind of frustrated and panicky and just kind of go, oh, give up. But yeah, the girl helped us quite a bit. And it's really difficult in parts, but I think the man and I worked well as a team. We never lost a rag with each other, so yeah, if you're here, definitely come and do this.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I think, you know, it's definitely playable as a couple. Obviously it is a little bit harder, but as Ewan said, the lady did help us. She wasn't in the room with us, but her voice just comes over and gives you little clues if you're getting stuck. Because yeah, there were a few moments where we were kind of like, okay, we don't have a clue what we're doing here. But I think in a group as well, it would actually be really good too. So yes, highly recommend it, and we had a great time. We decided to have a look online to see what was on in Sofia while we were here. And we saw that there's actually a festival on called the Antistatic Festival. I believe this is its 14th year. It's an international festival for dance and contemporary performance. So we had a look to see what was kind of showing this week, and we found that there is a little theatre, which is literally just 2-minute walk from our Airbnb. And tonight there is a performance on called Flags. So it's a new piece by a choreographer called Paula Rossolin. I think that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, I think it's going to be quite interesting. It's all about flags, like literal flags that we wave about in life, and I'm sure other things too. So we will let you know what it's like afterwards. And also I just want to say that it'll be really nice to be back in a theatre, because it's been a while since we've been in a theatre. If you saw our Dubai vlog, you'll know that we did go into a theatre when we were at Motion Gate, which was very exciting. But yeah, this is our next foray into a theatrical performance. Cheers to my £3 vodka and coke. You wouldn't get that in many theatre bars back in the UK.
So, here's the thing. I totally appreciate like dancers and the craft individually. It's amazing. I kind of watch them and go, I wish I could move like that. In terms of the show, I always kind of look for like a story and a narrative, and it's never usually there. You know, that's just me. So I kind of give up and focus on the choreography and the visuals and everything else, or the costumes. They were quite cool. It was like a kind of a fencing suit with these visors, reflective visors. You couldn't see their face, but halfway through it they took them off. So I would say, you know, it's easy to get distracted because you don't really know where it's going, but you kind of appreciate the dancers and what they're doing, the effort they put in. That was an hour, like, straight through. What was quite funny was they had these flags most of the way through the show, and they weren't any specific sort of country. It was like indistinct sort of patterns and that, apart from one which was a Scottish flag. I don't think that was intentional. They had, like, you know, saltire, blue white cross with a blue background, and I was like, that's a Scottish flag. All the other ones weren't any country at all. But, you know, fair play to the dancers. You know, they did really well, but I had no idea what was going on half the time. It's just
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one that felt like that. It was quite abstract, so like a lot of these kind of dance pieces, you have to kind of come up with your own narrative, which sometimes I did, but then other times, yeah, I was kind of lost. Didn't really know what they were trying to say. But as you said, the dancers were fantastic. They were great movers and shakers. It always just makes me think, wow, I wish I could move like that, because it's very impressive. So, yeah. But you know what? It was just really nice to be back in a theatre, actually, and not to be too kind of worried about COVID. I mean, there was no social distancing whatsoever. Everyone was just sitting next to each other. So probably not like it'll be back in the UK when theatres open there. But yeah, it was nice to be back in that environment. I am getting an ice cream roll. You might wonder what that is. I've never heard of it before or seen it before, so we're gonna let you see. It's very cool. So these cost about 11 lev for two. So that's probably about like just over £5, so about £2.50 each. And that place is located on Vitosha Boulevard, quite near the bottom, near NDK end. We've decided to try the Sushi Bar. We came past here a few times and each time they were fully booked. So tonight we made a reservation to ensure a table, and we're here and we're hoping that the sushi doesn't disappoint.
I'm not a big fan of sushi, but I thought I would give it another go. It's been a few years since I've had it, so I thought I'd come here and try this and see if I'm convinced.
The menu is very big. There is a lot of sushi and Japanese food on the menu, so we actually looked at the menu before we came here because we knew that if we didn't, we'd literally be sitting here for ages trying to decide.
It's a little ritual of mine, I can't help it. That's good.
I'm embarrassed to admit that at the age of, I'm not even going to tell you my age, but
How old do we think Romana is?
At my age, I still haven't been able to master chopsticks, and I can't tell you how many times I've tried. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm not very good at it, but I'm attempting it tonight.
Doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm holding it right. That tempura is good. I've never had duck tempura before. Oh my god. If you come to Sofia, you've got to come here and you've got to try the duck tempura. It's amazing.
Well, I have to say, I'm a convert. That was amazing. Sushi was amazing. Tempura was amazing. And they had light lemon deep fried. Well, it was weird. It was like so batter of lemon. There's something really nice about it. That was superb. So, go sushi.
The wine was good, and we have ordered a dessert because that's how we roll. The diet is starting when we get back to Scotland in a few days' time. It's starting, for sure. We couldn't decide which dessert to get, so we decided to go for the dessert selection and have a little bit of everything. So we have green tea ice cream, we've got pancakes with plum jam, we've got lime cheesecake, and we've got green tea and chocolate something or other. So yeah, looks good. We are full. That was really good. So all that came to about, I think it was 64 lev, so just over £30. And that obviously included 2 glasses of wine, 2 non-alcoholic, I can't speak, 2 non-alcoholic beers, 2 portions of tempura, the duck and vegetable, and also 2 sets of sushis. So that's really reasonable. I mean, it's a wee bit more expensive maybe compared to some restaurants in Sofia, but compared to back home, it's very good. So yes, we are going back to our Airbnb with a full tummy and feeling very grateful for life right now because food is amazing. We're back at the airport and we are leaving Sofia, we're leaving Bulgaria and we're flying home. It's been a crazy 4 months, but we have 2 embryos in the freezer and we will be back later on in the year to transfer one of them and hopefully get off this infertility and IVF roller coaster and move on to the next chapter of our lives. We'll keep you posted.
So if there's anywhere we should visit when we come back, if we've got time, then please leave a comment below. Please get in touch with us and tell us where. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.